Have you ever thought about how some classic games, the ones people really love, don't just stick around but actually get better decades later?
Hmm.
It's often down to the community.
It really is. And that's kind of what we're diving into today. We're looking at this one developer, goes by Wilson, and his, well, frankly, amazing contributions to the Ultima Online scene.
Yeah, specifically on the ServUO platform, right?
Yeah.
Which is like an emulator community.
Exactly. ServUO lets people run their own Ultima Online servers, but like modernized.
So our sources for this deep dive, they detail all these projects. Wilson built tools, systems, even whole new game mechanics.
And our mission really is to unpack how one person, driven by passion and some serious technical skill, can take a game from decades ago and just elevate it.
Give it new life, new experiences for players, for the people running the servers. You might actually be surprised at how deep these community innovations go.
Definitely. So let's maybe set the stage a bit. Ultima Online UO, it came out way back in 1998.
A true classic, like one of the original big online RPGs. It's got such a history.
And Wilson, his story with UO starts right there, playing in 98. But the real turning point was 2003.
Okay, what happened then?
He found the Run UO emulator. That's an open source project letting fans run their own UO servers, and that discovery lit a fire.
So he decided to contribute.
Yeah, but get this, he didn't know how to code for it, so he just, taught himself C#.
Wow. Just like that. C# is pretty versatile, used in game engines and stuff, right?
Exactly. He learned it specifically so he could build things for the UO community. Pure passion project.
And what's really interesting, our sources mention his day job. He's a tradesman.
Yeah.
Install fireplaces.
Yeah. And you can almost see that connection, right? That hands-on, practical, let's make this work and make it solid approach. It seems to carry over into his code.
Like building something functional, reliable, getting things done.
Precisely. He talks about his motivation being, loving to contribute, helping out, and always learning. It's not about fame or money.
Which explains why he's done so much. It's that genuine drive.
Absolutely. So let's talk about ServUO itself for a second. It's the foundation here.
The emulator platform Wilson built on.
Right. Open source brings UO to modern computers, lets developers add new features. It's crucial.
And Wilson's first big impacts were with tools, yeah. Things to help other people build stuff.
Spot on. Take the UO GUMP editor. Now, a GUMP in UO is basically any UI window, inventory, vendor screen, whatever.
Okay, graphical interface bits.
Yeah. And this editor, it's got a perfect rating, lots of downloads. The tagline says it all. GUMPs made easy.
So it simplifies making custom interfaces. That's huge for creativity on custom servers.
Totally. And then there's the ServUO Control UI. Another tool, this one's a utility app for server admins.
Making it easier to manage the server behind the scenes.
Exactly. It takes complex server tasks and makes them more user-friendly, accessible.
You can see how these aren't just niche things. They lower the barrier, right? Let more people jump in, customize their UO world, run servers without needing deep technical knowledge.
It fosters that community dynamic, makes it easier for everyone to participate.
But he didn't just stop at tools. He started changing the game world itself, making it more alive.
Yeah, and that brings us to UO Respawn. The sources call it the ultimate tool for spawn management. This is for server admins wanting more dynamic worlds.
Spawn management. Controlling where monsters and creatures appear.
Exactly, but it's way smarter than just placing static spawns. It's designed to be intuitive, efficient, and crucially, it reacts to player activity.
So the world responds to where people actually are.
Pretty much. It supports different kinds, like box spawning, world tile spawning, even weather-based spawns or static ones.
And there's a priority system. Inner boxes have higher priority.
Yeah, so you can create these really detailed areas where maybe tougher monsters spawn deeper inside a zone, while easier stuff hangs around the edges. It allows for nuance.
That sounds cool. What about the custom spawn examples? Those sounded wild.
Oh, they are. You can use town NPCs to make cities feel bustling, not just static shopkeepers.
Okay, that makes sense. Adds atmosphere.
Or how about ambush NPCs? You run over a seemingly empty tile and suddenly, bam! Gang of random brigand bandits appears.
Uh-huh. Okay, that would keep you on your toes.
Right. And then there are effect NPCs. These react to tiles, too. They can cause damage effects, wave, wind, fire, poison, electric explosions.
All sorts of hazards.
Or even healing effects like glow or magic. And then there's the one you mentioned, the confetti effect NPC.
I still can't get over the confetti. It's just wonderfully random.
It is. It shows that sense of fun. For admins, there's more practical stuff too, like a spawn heat map.
What's that do?
It visualizes where spawns are happening based on player activity. Lets admins see hotspots, dead zones, understand player flow.
Ah, useful data. And you can tweak settings like monster chance, weather chance.
Yeah, granular control over the environment. Plus, there are advanced things like enable scale spawns.
Scaling spawns. I mean,
More players in an area. The spawns scale up to match. Keeps
That-
things challenging.
clever. And enable rift spawn, creating gates during extreme weather.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like suddenly a gate pops up leading to another part of the world, Trammel or Feluca maybe. It makes the world feel unpredictable, alive.
It fundamentally changes UO from a static map to something dynamic, responsive, way more immersive.
That's the goal. It's a real evolution.
And if evolving the world wasn't enough, Wilson then looked at, well, the future, AI.
Yeah, UO OpenAI. This is where things get really cutting edge. The project is all about bringing OpenAI tech into Ultima Online through ServUO.
So using AI like ChatGPT, but for game characters.
Essentially, yes. The core idea is getting non-player characters, NPCs, to interact with players using this AI. The aim is more depth and realism.
Instead of just clicking keywords or getting canned responses.
Precisely. The beta release mentioned an AI server with memory, and it can even use AI trained on local game data. It's moving way beyond scripts.
So the first step is a dialogue service, making conversations happen.
Right, letting NPCs hold actual, natural-sounding conversations.
Yeah.
It uses the OpenAI API integrated via an open-source library.
Is there an example of how this works in-game?
Yeah, they mention a specific NPC named Tom McDonald. Players nearby, like within 5 tiles, can just ask him questions.
And he responds intelligently.
That's the idea. The system stores these interactions as question-answer pairs, which helps the AI learn and improve its UO-specific knowledge.
The implications seem huge. The sources talk about streaming AI to multiple NPCs at once.
Imagine a whole town square where NPCs aren't just repeating lines, but actually reacting, maybe even talking amongst themselves based on what's happening. Creates a much more realistic and believable game world.
And personalized and dynamic gameplay, because the interactions would be unique each time.
Exactly. It's mind-bending for a game from 1998. But you asked earlier about challenges. Integrating modern AI into an old game like that must be tough.
Yeah, it seems like a huge technical hurdle. The architectures are just so different.
It is, and that's where Wilson's approach is smart. He built this separate AI server. It does the heavy lifting, the AI processing, outside the main game engine.
Ah, so it's like an external brain.
Kinda. It processes the conversation and then feeds the results back to the NPC in the game. It's a modular way to bridge that tech gap.
That makes sense. And there was a personal note, too, dedicated to Mum.
Yeah, a nice touch. It reminds you this is a passion project, a community effort, not some big corporate thing. It's all hobbyist, educational.
That community spirit really shines through. Okay, so from foundational tools to dynamic worlds to AI-powered NPCs, what else? He built a whole new game inside UO.
We did. UO Battle Cards. It's described as a new in-game card game for Ultima Online.
Like a collectible card game within the RPG.
Exactly. The core loop is simple. Find cards, collect them, battle with them.
Okay, how do you find them?
Just by playing UO. You defeat creatures, and they have a chance to drop cards. There are over 1,200 unique cards, apparently. Maybe even up to 6,000, according to some sources.
Wow, that's a lot to collect.
It is. Card drops depend on the creature's rarity and type, and the ultimate prize is finding a foil card.
Ah, the shiny rare ones. Every card game needs those. So then you battle.
Yep. You can level up your cards to level 10 by battling either AI opponents or other players. Matches are 32 rounds.
Standard card battling stuff.
Mostly, but with a cool UO twist. Cards actually take damage in battle and need healing afterwards. If a card gets defeated, it's kicked out of your deck until you heal it up.
Oh, that adds a resource management layer.
Right.
Interesting. What do winners get?
Rewards like a random card or a gem.
Gems. What are those for?
Ah, the collect and customize part. You can slot up to 3 stat gems, strength, intelligence, dexterity onto your cards to boost their attack or defense.
Nice. So you can customize your best cards. And deck building.
You build a battle deck of 20 cards, but then you also get 12 random support cards drawn for each match. Could be skills, specials, spells, traps, adds unpredictability.
Keeps things fresh each time. How do you manage potentially thousands of cards?
There's a card collector book. It helps organize everything, plus you can heal cards and access a shop through it. Both the deck and the book can be bought from vendors in the game.
That's smart. Making it accessible in-game. What about finding opponents?
Good matchmaking options. You can filter matches by whether foils are allowed, card rarity, level, even total deck value. You can even wager if you want.
And if no player matches your criteria?
The system loads an AI opponent, so you always get a match. No waiting around forever.
Smooth.
Yeah.
And there's a leaderboard for bragging rights.
Of course. Tracks wins, losses, ties, total score. Adds that competitive edge.
This sounds substantial, like not just a little side activity.
The sources say it offers hundreds of hours of entertainment. It gives players a completely new way to engage with UO, a new reason to go out hunting monsters.
Yeah.
Gotta find those cards.
Does it risk pulling people away from the main UO experience, though? Or does it fit in well?
That's always a concern with the big new systems, right?
Mhm.
But this seems designed to integrate. You get cards by playing UO, normally killing monsters,
So
exploring.
it encourages core gameplay. Exactly. And while the card battles are a different type of activity, maybe a strategic break, the rewards often feed back into your main character or collection. So it feels more like an expansion of the UO experience, not a replacement.
Another layer on top of the existing world.
Right. So when you step back and look at everything Wilson's done, I mean, it's quite a spectrum.
Yeah, from basic tools helping others build,
To systems like UO Respawn that make the world itself dynamic,
to pushing the boundaries with AI for NPCs.
and then creating whole new gameplay loops like UO battle cards. It's really comprehensive.
It just hammers home how one person, really driven by passion in this desire to learn and contribute,
Yeah.
can just completely reshape and enrich a game in its community.
And that he was self-taught, always tackling new stuff from C# to AI. It's pretty inspiring, honestly. Shows what's possible.
So wrapping this up, I mean, Wilson's story is a fantastic example of that individual drive, that community dedication, really pushing a classic game forward.
It's not just about preservation, is it? It's about reimagining what these digital worlds can be even decades later, proving they can still grow and adapt.
Absolutely. Which kind of leaves you wondering, doesn't it?
What's that?
Well, when you see this kind of passionate bottom-up innovation, using new tech like AI to revitalize something old, what does that really tell us about how long digital experiences can last? Or maybe how long they could last?
Good point. Like, are we underestimating the potential lifespan of these worlds if the community stays engaged and keeps pushing?
Yeah, and could these lessons apply elsewhere, to other older games, maybe even to how we design new online worlds so they can evolve organically like this for years, maybe even generations?
It's definitely something to think about. How do you build for that kind of long-term, community-driven future from the start? Fascinating question.